to the Scott Howard Genuine ScLoHo Media and Marketing Podcast. This is an ongoing collection of media, marketing, personal insights that I've been doing since March of 2017, nearly every week, except for there was a short period of time when I was a sales manager and my time was very precious. And so instead of doing it weekly, I did it monthly. Anyway, we're up to episode number 420 with the title, Are You OG? There's a rough transcription of this podcast online at my website, scotthoward.me. If you'd like to go back and read or check out the links I mentioned, you'll find them there, scotthoward.me. So I'm in my 13th year at WOWO Radio here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And last year around the holidays, our morning show host, Kayla, called me her OG, or the OG, or something about OG. It was with a smile, but not a sarcastic smile, one of admiration. So I wondered about just what was this OG? So my first thought, without looking it up, was OG could mean old guy or original. Either would be appropriate. In our building, there's still one guy older than me who works here, our production director. And even though I've only been here 12 plus years, I am the most senior person on the WOWO advertising sales team. When I started here at the end of 2013, I was the fifth person on a 5-person sales team. And that spot usually is a revolving door. However, this was not my first job in radio. And as the years passed, 3 of the guys who started before me left, and I was second in seniority at WOWO. Then for a few years, I stepped away from actively selling to sales management, like I said, for nearly 4 years. Still, I was second behind a veteran with nearly 20 years of experience on WOWO until she retired in 2024. And just to put some additional context in the mix, my first experience in radio was on the air. And later this year, it will have been 50 years since my voice was first heard on the radio back when I was in high school. So let's look at what OG means and see if it also applies to you or your business. Merriam-Webster, the dictionary people, says someone or something that is an original or originator, or especially someone that is highly respected or regarded. Another website, gab.com, says OG is a slang term that stands for original gangster. The term OG original gangster is used to praise someone who's incredibly exceptional, authentic, or old school, and who is an expert at something. One more. From dictionary.com, OG, short for original gangster or original gangsta, is a slang term for someone who's incredibly exceptional, authentic, or old school. OG was originally used in gang culture, but is now used as a general term to praise someone who's an expert at something. Well, while I appreciate the label, I want to see how you too can be OG. Number 1, are you an expert in your craft? Number 2, have you created something unique that is of value? Number 3, when someone says, I've got a dude for that, are you that dude? Number 4, have you transcended from trendy to timeless? And number 5, are you or is your company thought of positively for having a good and exceptional reputation that is authentic and trusted? Notice that age or length of time are not needed, except that you have to have some time to get established. But you don't necessarily need to have 20 or 30 years like me. What's more important is that you are not flaky, you're not a people pleaser that doesn't have a firm foundation. You can even reinvent yourself to a certain degree as long as you don't abandon your core values. By the way, if we ever get to work together to build a marketing message for you, these are the types of questions and answers that are the most important and should be shared in your advertising. For me, being OG is simply being genuine. What do you think? As a reminder, if you have any questions or have any answers, thoughts of nearly any kind are always welcome. You can find me online at my website, scotthoward.me, and on social media. Just Google ScLoHo. That's spelled ScLoHo. And you'll probably find more of me. You can drop me a note via email to scott@wowo.com. That's scott@wowo.com.
Podcasts by Federated Media.